live. Finally, guys, Auntie is live. Welcome, welcome. It is so nice to be here. So nice. So let's sit properly. This, I don't want my shadow. It is so nice to be here on this of our Easter Saturday night. I'll make sure Saturday night. And many persons maybe are out sporting, having fun, whatever you're doing. Ashani Jones. Hi, friend. Ashani. I've not seen you in a while. How are you doing? Welcome to Auntie D's Live. Ashani, as you come on in, just touch the thumbs up button. Oh my, I'm happy to see you. I've not seen you in a little while. But I'm happy that you have stopped by. How has your day been going? How is your Easter? How is your Easter, Ashani? Asiane. Not Asiane. How is your Easter going? Have you been having a good day today? I am not someone who eat a lot of bun and cheese, but many people do. I prefer to have fish. You pop out. Anyway, Asian, you pop in and that's beautiful. Hello. Uh, how are things your side? It is a beauty. Oh, yes, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm thankful to be alive and I'm thankful to see another Easter. And although I'm not a bun person, I do like to have fish. And if you notice on my shorts, I put out some fish this morning. Thank you so much. For me, Easter is really reflecting, and I like to eat fish. But I always have fish. But I like at Easter time, you have, it's a tradition to have fish around. So it's a reflection of the light in my eyes. I'm trying to set the thing so that there's no reflection. Yeah, so Poppy Flower, hi, welcome to the live, guys. And when you come, remember to touch the thumbs up button. And I don't know what was happening. I was trying to come on before now, but I don't know. Sometimes the internet is a little not moving very fast. And I would think that tonight being a busy set, thank you guys, and touch the thumbs up button too. And tonight being a busy night for most persons, some on the town, thank you. You're decorating my screen so much. And some, I don't think anybody have gone to bed yet. That's why I say, let me still come because Mona Derry, how are you doing? I'm not doing too bad. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I went to church today. You went barbed wire tattoo across the wrist. You had a barbed wire across your wrist. Okay, because I don't wear tattoos. It's nice that you guys are here. It's beautiful. And Poppy Flower, how is your dad? I think he's fine, but I still need to ask. I still need to ask. And I guess Mona had a very busy day. She's a busy lady too. And Asian as well. He's good. Okay, tell him Happy Easter too. Do you guys celebrate Easter? I don't really celebrate Easter. You know me, Asian. I maybe resemble somebody you know because the name. Okay, live is. You got late. Right, I don't celebrate. Live is not. What do you mean live is over, Mona? Oh, you thought it was over? No, I just come on about 5 minutes ago. If it's not even fully 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't celebrate it because I'm going to be eating too much bun, right? Too much bun, too much sweet. So, and some persons have eggs because back in the Caribbean, we don't really use eggs, but I see eggs as fun. And they 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 tend to wear too much plastic. They tend to wear the rabbit, the bunny rabbit thing, which is nice, you know. But it will come, just like Christmas will come, our birthdays will come. Sometimes we don't celebrate our birthdays neither, and we just keep it quiet. But Nets in Iran. What do you mean, Mona? Mona Dairy, what do you mean? Nets in Iran. Aunt's ruins are bad voices. What are you talking about, Mona Dairy? You see, because we are on so often, people think they know people, maybe their names. So you may not know everybody. People, I don't know anybody in my life. No, no, we don't do that, Asian. We don't disclose personal things. We don't want any personal things to go out because you have to guard your privacy. Please, I don't want anybody to disclose too many things about themselves. And then, no, things go all over the place because, social media is very wide. So just keep it the thing private, you know. So the Easter come. Some persons are going out tomorrow, went to family thing. Right. Yeah, family things. So if the weather permits, they may have cookouts. Asian A look like she want to have a party, so she want to make sure she know everybody and invite them. Is that so, Asian A? I think you want to have a party. Maybe she wants to have a party and she wants Poppy Flower and she wants Mona Dairy. She wants everybody, but she don't invite me. But anyway, I can dance, Mona. So if you play any music, your aunt is there. I'm not a dancer. I just like to move. I just like to dance. Like I like to sing, but I'm not a singer. But I sing, I dance. Yes, I went to my round. I didn't forget. I went there. He's a singer. Yes, I went there. A rapper. I went there, and I'm going back there. Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow. When can I come to the US? By two, by two. Okay. So where are you, Mona? You're in India. The name sounds to be Indian. But you see, we have to make fun, because Janita, how are you? Hi, Janita. Janita, happy to have you. Happy to have you, Janita. Janita is happy. I'm happy to have you guys. Welcome, Janita. Janita. Janita's first time on my live. This is a big surprise, Janita. She tries. And here she is. I am right here. I am right here. You're good. Okay, how was your Easter, Janita? I hope you can see me clearly. I changed my location today. I want to have a different. I was teasing you, Asian A. Asian A don't want anybody to come to your house and say they're coming to a party. They don't know where you live. I was just teasing you. No, man, they would not come to your house like that to have a party. Okay, I'm going to tell them to gang up on you and come in a car with party things and toot the horn and call you Asian A, we are here for the party. Would you come out, Asian A? Or you'd stay inside? They don't know where to find you. They don't know. We're just having a fun here. We try to have Saturday night fun time. You're home, Jenny. Oh, Janita, I hope you're enjoying the little vibe that we're having here tonight. It's a little vibe. So we may not be able to. Okay, you were up. Okay, so you'd have gone to bed then, Puppy Floor. Well, it's still early. If it was like some people go back to school on Monday, right? So I wouldn't try to come this late on so close tomorrow. I know most persons are up a little later on a Saturday night because I always like to go bed later on a Saturday night. Whether or not I'm going anywhere, it's like that night you make it so free. Even if you're working, you try to just relax because there comes Sunday when you start the ball rolling again to meet Monday and it keeps going again. All right, Poppy Flower, I know I had come on a little late, but I'm happy you stopped by as you normally do. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful evening. Okay. Hey, Jenny. Okay. You don't want Puppy Floor to talk to you. She's just trying to get you to feel comfortable. She just wanted to feel nice. That's how we try to be happy over here. So don't feel upset. Janita is new, and I don't want Janita to think that we are a group of persons who try to bully people. No, no. Puppy's just a nice girl. And you are too, Ajane. But you don't want her to, you want her to stop talking to you? Okay. Tell her to stop. Okay. Puppy will not make any more jokes with Ajane. Okay? Okay, Ajane. Okay. But you guys are going to be friends just the same, right? Right, Ajane? Okay, that's what I want. Okay. That's what I want. That's what I want. So, Janita, what's life been doing for you for the Easter? Has the Easter been treating you very well? Has the Easter been treating you well? I hope you're not gone as yet because sometimes persons don't stay very long because they have to go to work and okay, Janae, you didn't have to, but you can stay. Nobody's upset. Poppy understands. I understand. And I was teaching you along with Poppy, so don't be offended. Nothing to be sad about. Yeah. Would you believe that I had dinner and right now I feel like I will have to eat something before I go into bed? Before I go into bed because I don't like to go to my bed with my stomach not having enough. Yeah, so far you have to enjoy. Janita, I'm happy that you tried and you're on. I just hope that after the live I can catch you. But anyhow, this is your friend Auntie D, right? So that's what you're gonna call me. Remember, it's Auntie D, nothing else. And you guard your privacy, okay? Guard your privacy. We all guard our privacy because the social media world is big and wide, and we want persons to look at the live, we want persons to look at the videos, look at the shorts, and we don't want persons to say, "Oh, they're trying to." We don't do rude things over here. We try to be very friendly, and what I do, I make sure my videos and my live and my shorts any age group, no matter how small or say young, they can look at them. I don't put up anything that is unlike make some things untoward that the parent will say, oh, turn it off. Or tell them to go to your bed, don't watch that. No. Whatever I put up, it's like everybody can watch it. And okay, Asian, I understand, I realize, and I like your name, Asian. Remember, I've been telling you from day one how I like your name, Asian A. Right, Asian A? You're small. I understand. So you're not accustomed. Yeah, you remember you told me. And it's been a while, I have not seen you. And I'm happy that you make it to see me tonight. And I am happy to see you. Right? So what are you doing for the rest of the Easter, Asian A? For the rest of the weekend? I imagine you'll be going back to school on Monday, right? Because most schools starts on Monday, but some schools in the Caribbean, they would not start until the next Monday, not this Monday coming, because they would have closed for Easter break. Most schools were on Wednesday. I remember I spoke to someone, and they were at school on Wednesday, so they got Thursday and Friday, Monday after coming up, and all of this week, and then they go back to school the following Monday. So that's how it goes. They always get a week and a half. You guys get a week, and your week went by last week. So you're back out on Monday. But that's how it goes. People who work, some persons are going to work on Monday. Hi Sonia, blessed Easter sis. Just yeah, I understand. Sonia, don't be mad with me. I don't forget you. But I have so much iron in the fire. But I don't forget you. Please, we have to make up. I'm gonna give you a buzz. If maybe at the end of the live, if you're not gone to bed, I will try. I don't know if I'll get you because I had a nice, good rest this afternoon. I went to church this morning and I got back and I slept a couple hours. I was feeling so tired and drained. And I had to, one time when I went to sleep about somewhere near 2 o'clock and I got up after 3. And then I went again and I got up after 5. And I said to myself, I didn't know I was so tired. I feel it, but because I've been pushing hard all week. But I'm happy that I I feel that it's more rested. You watch Red Note. So I feel that it's more rested. So I said, maybe that's why I started live a little late. Because I was hoping to start about 8 o'clock. And I said, okay. And I keep going and going until when I look, it was next to 9. I said, no, I have to come on now because most persons are going to be gone to their beds or, retiring for the evening. So that's why I come so late. Hey, Janae? Okay, I don't know about Red Note. You want to tell me about Red Note? I've never watched Red Note. I've been a YouTuber even before. Thank you for the hearts, guys. So, Sonia, I'll try with you later. If I don't get it, I will talk tomorrow. But I hope I get it tonight, even to wake you up. Right? Um, Poppy Flower, yeah, Poppy Flower, she was around. Poppy Flower Genitors, Sonia saying hi if you're still here. I, I thought she had said she was leaving. Okay. Yeah, so I was feeling so tired. But they say super tired. I was so tired. And I said, I cannot go through the night and don't even come on for a little time. So that's why I'm on. And I know that I have some persons who are always wondering, where is Auntie D? She's not out. Guys, I'm encouraging you to watch the video some more. Thanks, Sonia. Watch the video some more. And look at the live too. But some of the lives to me, I think they're all interesting, and you can read them, read the comments, add your comments, and I will still see the comments, right? So what like them up, man? You come on this live now, you touch up the thumbs up button and let the thing flow. I see persons really giving me the heart shape and those things and the emoji. But what YouTube looking at more now is the thumbs up. So the thumbs up sends the algorithm more. So that's why we have to encourage you to touch the thumbs up. The thumbs up indicate a like, right? But when you decorate the screen now with the flowers and the emoji, so I still appreciate what you guys do, but I'm still encouraging you to watch the videos, man. There are a lot of videos there. And when you start watching one video and go to the live and go to the shorts and those things, you're going to see how much Auntie D has been trying to put out for persons to have fun in watching and listening. Sometimes I go back and listen to myself, you know, and I encourage persons also to do the same. Watch the video and share with your friends, man. Don't keep it to yourself, when you find something nice, you must share it. You must not keep it all to yourself. Because you keep it to yourself, it's not going to go anywhere more than within yourself. So you share it to your friends, share it to your family, just share it to anybody. Just share. Just share. And then they will come and say, wow, and like it and watch it, and the hours will go by, and you make a comment and say, Auntie D, I like the video, or Auntie D, couldn't you have done this? Auntie D, can you try that? Make your comment, man. Or I like the video, or I don't like this part. Say something, man. Because if you don't communicate with me, I won't know what you're thinking. Because I've been just me with my thoughts. Right? So, Ejane, you can tell me about Red Note. Or you want me to go and look up about Red Note. So maybe one of these days I will go and look at it. When I do get some time, I'll probably go and look at it. But I like YouTube. I like to watch it. And there are so many things I learn. I can sing. There are so many little things. So many little things. And persons watch YouTube and you can make friends. Like you can come on the live, you can look and find a YouTuber, and you can just, if you don't like what they're doing, you just keep moving on until you find somebody that you like. Like I know persons found me, some stay, some go, some share me with others, so I'm not upset. But when I don't see my children come and look for their auntie, I say, where are they? So even when you stray sometime, come back, man, and touch up Auntie D and say, oh, I'm around, I'm not gone, I went for a while. Because I know you have to look at other channels. Nobody can sit on one channel from day one until they are out of YouTube. You have to explore. But you see, when you explore, you must remember to come back. Don't explore and then get lost. Or sometimes you may get explored and then you just get lost with the wind. You don't remember anything about Auntie D. Auntie D wondering, what if they are gone? Where are they? Right? So wherever you go, remember to look back. Auntie D is watching you. Right? I'm teasing you guys. I'm teasing you. We must have a wonderful Saturday night. It's a vibe night. I like last week Saturday night was very vibes. When I was about to close, every time somebody comes and I could not leave until longer than I wanted to. But persons do, some have to go to work tomorrow, I realize, and we can't hold them down. So we spend a little time. And I spend a little time with you, and I'm happy that you invite me into your space, into your homes, into your bedrooms, into your living rooms. You invite me, and I'm happy. Hi, Director Kelvo. How are you doing? I'm happy to have you. How is your night? How is your Saturday night going, Director? How is your night? How is your Easter? Are you having a good Easter? Easter is almost at its close. Did you eat a lot of bun and cheese? Is that the culture in your side of the world? Some cultures use a lot of bun and cheese. Hi, Juba. Juba, say up, up. Happy to have you, Juba. Juba, you remember me? Okay, my boss on Easter is cool. Yeah, man, your bun and cheese. Okay, I don't. Easter is a time to reflect. So I just try to do that. Well, one reflects all the while. We don't wait until Easter still, but we can look at the commands of what what Easter calls for and what Easter represents, because sometimes we just take it for granted. Because during Easter we give up some things, and after Easter we're going back to what we normally do. Oh my! So there kind of wow! It's 4:30 in the morning. That is what, Sunday morning. That would have been Sunday morning, not Friday, not Saturday morning. I am over in the east, right? And it is about off. Oh, I don't have. It's about some maybe near 9:30 or a little after 9:30. It's a little after 9:30. I don't have the time with me to look at distinctly. Wow. And we are not yet gone to bed, eh? Yes. I was looking at it's Sunday morning, there 4:30. So let me check it now. It is say 9:30 here. Was a couple hour later, hours ahead of us. Sunday morning, 4:30. And we are just at Saturday night. Oh, 6 hours, a lot of hours. So I'm waking you up. So now that you tell me, Bruce Love TV put up, I like those Bruce, it's true. And we are here now trying to enjoy. So you see what happened now? But for you to join my live, you see, you're sleeping. I feel so bad. So you see, I can't please everybody. I'm wondering if I should get up one morning. Not morning. I wonder what time would be the best time because some people. Yes, Juba, it is so shocking to see daylight is there. I was looking at this evening at one of those from over in the Philippines. They were having sunny morning. I said to myself, well, it is so not strange, but it's whatever guys say, a one way still. So you see, when they are having a live and I am having my live, they are gone to bed. So when I go on my live, I'm never able to catch them, but sometimes I catch them on their live. Can you imagine Philippines and over there looks so much like in the Caribbean. I saw looking at some sweets of some fruit trees in one of their shorts, and it was so green. You see when they have flooding, you see a lot of things, and that is why when we have people on our live, and we go and look at the shorts them, because normally, uh, normally he's recognizing Dubai. Yes, normally one would not really get up and say, "Oh, we're going to look to see what Kenya, what Jamaica, what Cuba," because there are some couple hundred countries in the world. But when we are able to connect by way of a live, we readily will go and look at, say, Kenya. I remember somebody came on was it Thursday night or Friday, one of those evenings, and the person is from Ghana, and she was telling me about the fufu, right? And she promised to come back and tell me more. And I would love to try the fufu. If it's certainly our fufu. I think it's fufu. She's from Ghana, a Ghanaian. And the culture differences, it widens our knowledge. That is why I support YouTube with this. I prefer, to be honest, guys, I like the live. I like it. That's why I want you to like the live. The live helps people who will speak different language. So when the Filipinos are speaking, or I'm reading their comments. It's in Filipino. I must say this girl don't know those language, so you just touch the thing that is there, translate to English, and everything comes up. And I find it so interesting. I don't have to go into the phone again to find out. And right in the conversation there, right there in the conversation, you can just touch where they have translate to English, and you just read it back in English, and you touch again and leave it back into their language. And I said to myself, if it was not for YouTube and the live, because guys, I wouldn't mind if we were only doing live and one and two videos. I didn't know I would have enjoyed the live so much. The lives cause you to feel like you're within the person's immediate touch. It makes you feel connected. It makes me feel, I don't know how you guys feel, but I think it's the same. It makes me feel connected as if I know the persons and what they're saying. I ask them, oh, what is this? Now we have a conversation on minibuses. So, you see, to be honest, it's my first time. I would not know about it, Kelvo. My first time in meeting anybody from Kenya was well, it still is at my church. I have never met anybody from Africa, honestly, other than when I go into a person's store. But even today, one of them was from Kenya who came, we were talking, right? So I don't know. Do you have Jamaicans down there in Kenya too? They are down there in Kenya with you, giving trouble on the buses. What is it they do? They don't want to pay the fare or they try to bully people. What do they do? Tell me more about it. Because we are all looking and it's a nice little discussion that we can share. But don't take it that all Jamaicans are the same, please. Please. Tell me about it. Sometimes I wish we could even talk like what I'm talking to you guys. I wish we could talk sometimes, instead of texting. Because the texting, slow down the thing, man. Bad. Texting, slow it down. But that's the policy, so we have to work with it. What is it they do? Let me know. Let us know. We are so curious to hear, Kelvo. Sorry to wake you up out of your bed. Because I know you hear the ping, and you say, oh my God, this lady come on and send the ping, and I cannot stay in my bed. Right? What? Tell me, man, let us know what they are doing on the buses. Are they trying to go ride on the bus and don't pay? Or is it that they don't want to go up on the seats or something? What is it? What is it they're doing? You don't have to give everything specific, but you can just mention, and I don't want to push you if you don't want to. So we leave it there then. Right? I know that people are, on a whole um doesn't pay much attention. I'm just generalizing, not only Jamaicans. They don't really pay attention to being courteous in public vehicles. That they have cool minibuses than Kenya. I mean, I don't think, maybe they're just trying to browse on you guys. Although I don't think, well, everybody tend to want to boast about, you know, Kenya has a lot of brilliant persons. I've been watching some things with them. They are brilliant, and I know you're brilliant too. So I don't look at a person and say, this person, because that person may look a particular way, the person is not brilliant, because some people you cannot detect anything about them. You are going to judge them wrongfully. You're going to judge them wrongfully, right? And when I look at it, Kenya is a developed country too. Kenya and Ghana, and I would love to visit those places one day. Because when I see the amount of land space, and the land space looks so fertile, and quite a number of persons buying property in Ghana and Kenya. Even but this guy, this quite a few entities, and I saw this man here. I remember his name. He's a Jamaican. He was in Canada for many years. If I go on YouTube, it's a big argument. YouTube or TikTok. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know. And the man has a large, and I saw a couple weddings in Jamaica. A person from Kenya, and they're trying to learn the language. They're trying to learn and to understand. Because we have we have a Creole patois. Okay, I will have to go and you see what happened then? It seems like they want to boast that Jamaica has the best. So Kenya have to go boast to them have the best too, right? To me, Kenya is developed and Nigeria, those places they look really well. And Ghana, the markets are big. A lot of people are there, and they look just like us in Jamaica. Yeah, that's what I've been following. That land is cheap. Land is expensive back in Jamaica. It's in the millions. So if you don't have the millions, you cannot buy a piece of land. You cannot buy land. And much more, if you have the money you have to borrow to buy the land, or you may take a mortgage and buy the land and the house together. So you pay one mortgage to the bank. But in real estate is expensive. It's really, really expensive. And they have been advertising that in Ghana and Kenya, lands are cheaper. So maybe one of these days you may just see me show up over there too. And what I like too, the lands are looking so fertile. I don't know how the market, and the man was showing a lot of, well, not him alone, was showing a lot of farm produce that he has. And I think Jamaicans or Kenyans, because I've been following you and I like what you do. I think we Jamaicans love the Kenyans. I think so. I like how you guys talk, how you round the roll, the R. I listen. I find it interesting. And it makes me feel close when I see people who look like me, if you understand me. It reminded me also of my ancestors. Although I understand that The Africans, generally speaking, the Africans stay by themselves because they regard us, because we are mixed with the Europeans through slavery. It's like we are not fully Africans, right? Because we are mixed. But you guys in Africa, they claim that you guys are the real Africans. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's what they have always said. I've always said that. Yeah, because well, if it would have been true, because if during the ancestral years when with the slavery and all of that, persons were being shipped off to different places, and they would have mixed. They would have mixed because the European mixed with them interbreed and all of that to increase the population on the farms, on the plantations. So you have a coming down, coming down. That's why some of us have this high color and so complexion is so, you know. So I don't know, not know, because I always visualize people from Africa as only having dark skin complexion. I always, until I start seeing persons with a mixture, but then I realize that over the plantocracy years, persons were interbreeding for the sake of being rich, you know. Right, and they want the plantation to become big and earn a lot of money. But when I look at the lands there, but I'm wondering, Kelvo, before you go off and leave me, because I know you're going to go back into bed this Sunday morning. I'm wondering, would if persons were to leave, I would not say from the Caribbean directly to there, because I know you have to have a lot of stop flights, connecting flights. But how many hours would it have taken from say New York then? Do they have straight flight to Kenya, or it has to be connecting? Or if so, is it so many? You have to spend about 10, 11 hours or so, because Africa is a large continent and it's far away. I'm wondering, and sometimes people tend to think that Africans, well, I tend to say Africans, generalize it. Africans are poor, but when I come to learn that they are not poor. They are not poor. Africans are not poor. That's where all the wealth started. All the wealth. But we know how things went over the years. We have straight flights. Okay. I thought okay. Okay. One of these days, One of these, I'm not going into the jungle because God knows. I see some people take some risk going into the jungle on tours, into the safari. I won't go there, so. Hi, Taita. Good evening, good night. Yeah, I'm happy to have you. I've not seen you in a while. And I tried to catch you, but I said maybe she's gone off someplace. Right. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome, Tahita. Feel free to participate. We are talking about, um, as you will read the comments, about Africa, Kenya in particular. I would love to go to one of those places, right? But I would not want, I don't think I can manage the sight of seeing those lions and those animals. I don't think I'd want to. Coming from them, just, oh my, you ought to be tired then. Okay, you ought to be tired. But, with Auntie D, you can pack out, you can unpack and put up your things. I don't want when we sign off, you're alone in the kitchen or you're alone packing up your things. So what I would suggest, while you're listening and peeping, you do some of the work, you peep again and listen. So by the time you're finished, you're going to tell me how quick it goes. But you see, when you sit and wait, and when we are finished, you're going to be alone. And I don't want you to feel, say, oh, I'm sorry, I stayed up and watched, no. So while you're doing multitasking, we call it, right? So you peep to see and you write a little thing again and you go again because we are invading your space, right? All right. So happy to have you, Taita. I really missed you. I've been trying to find out where you were. Where you were, I couldn't find you, and I tried to set up different timing, and I just could not get through to you. But I'm happy that you are here. Happy. So, Kelvo, when I see um the rain, when you guys don't get rain often, but Africa is a huge place, you know. It is. Oh, so they don't roam around. They are restricted in certain areas. Because I'm wondering they don't come into the come on the streets and would have attacked persons, or is it that you have to go into their territory, into where they are? Praise the Lord, sister. Praise the Lord. I'm happy you're here, and I know you're going to be doing some work too, and I know you're going to church tomorrow too, right? Yeah. So how do they control the lions? I'm so intrigued with this part of it, guys, because I've been watching Kenya, parts of Africa, even people are driving, and the road, I've seen some pretty roads, honestly, pretty roads. Okay, you have parks, okay. And the elephant, you have some big elephant, say, I didn't know elephant could run. I didn't know at all. And the thing said they can run up to 30 miles an hour. So when I thought that elephants were slow animals, they're not slow. I can't even run 30 miles an hour. I'm telling you the truth, Kevin, don't laugh at me. True, true. I'm happy you're on. I'm so happy. So when you go on, you have to make sure because I have to keep up with I had to boast today with my Kenyan friend that I have friends in Kenya. But I didn't say who. I said I have a friend in Kenya. Yeah, I didn't know that elephants could run. And I've seen elephants like at zoos, but I've never seen them looking so big. And they run, and some of them attack the wild ones. And they are so strong, they root down trees. It is so aside. And when the trucks are passing, and they know the canes that the truck has loaded up, they go and pull out the cane. The elephant then go beside the truck and pull out the cane them. And sometimes the people them give them something like they like apples. They like apples, man. But when they go some places again, they show pictures. I remember some of the name of the parks. A lot of parks are there. They show, and the people are brave, They are in vehicles that are properly, railed up. Okay. So then tell me something, Kelvin. Do you go on any of those tours to look at those lions and tigers? Aren't you scared? Because back in Jamaica, when I remember going to a park that has a lot of crocodiles in the water. And believe me, when I started walking, I had to run back. I remember I went to a zoo, Jamaica Zoo, and there was a small lion. It was a young lion. And the lion roared because it was in the cage, one little cage. And he roared and make me say, me run, me not even look back. I didn't even look back. I said, if this small lion can roar so heavy and loud, what would he do? And so I said, boy, these people who feed these animals, they are really great. I mean, down in Florida, where you see so much crocodiles, alligator. I wouldn't go near those waters. So how are you going to know when they are not aggressive? Because I remember the phrase, a hung, what? A hung, what go? Don't wake the lion when it's asleep. Well, whatever. A hungry lions are angry lions, something like that. Then how are you going to know? Do they walk around? Well, let's say that. But those parks are very large, Those parks are. I wonder how they really keep them in and they don't escape. And the vehicles, them, the road. One thing I can tell you guys, the roads are pretty. All that they show that maybe the roads go within the park. So they look and see 7 lions lie down in the road. They're not moving. And when the type of vehicle comes up with the tourists them looking, they go at the lions, then go at the wheel, to smell it. And boy, so they would bite the wheel. But there's always a man on it who knows he knows how to calm them. And when he goes to feed them, and a big quarter animal, how much pound, the lion know which piece to, they just throw it over and then grab the meat. Well, I just think that it's interesting, but guys, I tell you, and I view Africa as a very, very important continent. It's one of my most loved. I don't love the others as much as I love Africa. Maybe because my foreparents are from there, right? Mother, and it's our motherland. The others are important, don't get me wrong, but that place, you know. And then when you see an African and a Jamaican, you don't know the difference until they start talking. Until they start to say, oh, because the Africans, they're Africans that they speak their language, and that we in Jamaica speaks English. Yeah. So when you guys are talking, I always smile. I like, although I don't understand, I just like to hear it. You know, Abby's. Hi, how are you, Abby? How are you, Abby? Yeah, Patwa. Like in Patwa, I say, Wagwan. Wagwan, man. Wagwan means in standard English, what's happening? What's going on? You see, when we talk Patwa, you have to make sure a person is listening, understand what it means, because we treat it like a second language. So, Abby's, how have you been doing? I've not seen you in a while. Okay, you also say that. Yeah, but you people, I like what you speak in that patois. It's your own language. When they speak, quite a few Africans come to my church, honestly. But when they are talking, I smile. I don't know, when we try to talk in patois, they laugh too. But I think it's easier to learn the patois than it is to learn the African language. I think it's easier. Welcome, Abby. Welcome to the live. Happy to have you. Welcome to the live. I'm happy Kelbo is here with me. Right, Kelbo and whomever else is here. Kelbo is really helping out with it. It seems as if Juba is gone. I don't see any comments coming from anybody else. But I know we have a few persons on. A few persons on. Kelbo, I watch you some most of the time. I like how you have energy. And I like how you do your thing. I like it. Welcome, Abby. It was interesting to hear about Africa. So, Abby, where in the world are you at now watching Auntie D? Where are you, Abby? Where are you watching Auntie D from? Because I don't remember if you come, it was a long time. But so, Kevo, what do you guys do at Easter time until Abby writes what she's saying? I like how Kevo is on. Kevo, I'm going to give you a blue jacket. You've been coming on my live and you're helping me. Let me try. Let me try. I'm going to put in a blue jacket. Which channel is Abby's? Okay. So okay. So you actually I want to make a note of it, you know. I want to make a note of it. So Kelgo, I add you as one of my moderators to help me grow the channel. I don't want you to feel any way bad. But some people you have them to help you and then they're gone. You don't see them again. Abby's. So Abby, have you been? I remember now, and I was telling you, Abby's. I was telling you to start the channel. Then if I go like this and I look, just put in. I see people give me just a one name, and when I go, I can't find a channel. And the only way a person's, but I see, oh, you're nine. I remember you had told me that, you know. Yes, I remember. That is why I remember. So I'm not to look for it. I just remember. As I see the age come up, I remember. I remember, Abby. I remember. I remember. So, Abby, how have you been enjoying your Easter? Abby? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they go to malls. Back in Jamaica, that's what they do too. They go to the coastal, they go to the beach, and the Friday, Good Friday, and the Easter Monday are public holidays. So persons doesn't necessarily go to work in the government sector, you know, but that's a sector like post office, tax offices, and those places. They mainly like the essential services go to work, police, so military, hospital, but schools are closed for at least 2 weeks for the Easter break. Get the school from school. School is closed for 2 weeks. So first children are home. So you will not get the post office will be closed. You know, certain government jobs will be closed. So you'd have gotten the 2 days off. And some persons work up to half day on the Thursday, which is what we call it Holy Thursday. And then so they get the Friday to prepare the bun and cheese at their home. They have the weekend and they get the Monday. So we always when I'm back home, I know every holiday because I know that we're going to be home. And you can get your house cleaned up. You can go out and have family time or anything. But here in the US, persons don't really regard holidays that much, you know. And back home, when you work, you're paid by the month or the week. But here, you're paid by the hour. So if you don't work for an hour or the time, so that is why people tend to work so hard. Right, all schools are closed. And that is why people work so hard when they come to America because it pays by the hour. So you're trying to put in as much hours as possible. So you find that some places do 5 hours here, so 4 hours there, so you know, so you have the time on your hands to move around. So that's the difference. That's the so believe you me, I didn't even know when it was Good Friday until one day last week somebody told me and then reminded me and Easter Monday coming up. So, you know, I thought this time was I think more emphasis is placed on, but we not see any holiday where they close up anywhere. Maybe the independence celebration to me is more effective, more is put into it, and Thanksgiving. I think those two are two main areas. Okay, Christmas. When I went into a supermarket, I went to the Walmart yesterday. I don't know if they got the buns after. I don't know. I don't see no bun. I don't see no bun anywhere. Nobody not excited. They only say Happy Easter, and I see a few persons wearing the bunny rabbit thing on their head. I don't see anything. Only thing I noticed in the supermarket was that it was busy. A lot of people coming to shop. So I don't know if they're going to. So, well, one lady, one cashier told me that she won't be working on Monday, so she's going to be cooking. So it seems as if it's a regular time. Not no emphasis like how back home, persons go to church on Good Friday, and unlike tomorrow, Sunday, they say Resurrection Day, they go out in white, because the Sunday church people believe in the resurrection more. That's how the church come about. Yeah, so I'm happy. I don't want to dip on them too sweet, me normally do. I normally bake pudding, but I didn't have the time. And I very well may bake a pudding tomorrow. I like cornmeal pudding with the gravy on the top. I don't so much for the potato pudding. You work from 8 to 6. Oh Lord. So tell me something. 8 in the morning to 6. Okay, well, what is that to saying to me? So you guys must be well paid. So tell me something. So how long the school hours are? How long the school hours are? Like children go to school from 8 o'clock. They go to school from 8 o'clock. I don't know. This is so. Those are long hours, man. So do you have hotels there too? Or what about this? I know supermarkets, the stores are always opening late. But to work, and you see, when people work so hard, they cannot live long, because they're tired. And you have some people, when they retire, they end up still go back and work again. I don't promise nobody that much. Anything, it must be something simpler, just to keep your body active and to keep your brain, because when you retire, and you don't have anything to do more than to sit down in the house and eat food and watch television, after a while your brain start to come down, become silent. Yeah, I've done quite a number of persons, and it can push you into Alzheimer's quickly. So some persons, and it's worse if a person retire and doesn't own a home. It push you fast, because you're going to be thinking. And some people, they will say they will want to go and retire so that they can go and sleep in the bed late and do. And when you retire and be home, the first week or two is good. And when it takes a month, it tells, if you don't have anybody to visit, or people come by you, you know. Oh, because it look like you might make me not go sleep off in the bed tonight, Because when you tell me, that they're at school from 8 o'clock, I must be in school. So must be in school up to 4:30. The only way you have children in school like that in my country I'm from, school in the primary school, which will be called elementary, they most of them start at 8, some maybe 7:45 or 7:30. Most of them start at 8 or 8:30. School dismiss is either 2:30 to 3. But you have some who does extra lessons, right? Or if the school is on shift system, where some go in the morning, maybe 7:30 to 12:30, and the other next set may go in after, right? But high schools now, they don't go down to 4:30 unless it's a shift school, right? I so how are those children coping? How do they cope? Because I'll be frustrated. And that I also read something too, that in India, if I stand to be corrected, that they have school on weekends too. So all the children know is school, school, school. Whoa. Taita, what do you think about that happening in Jamaica? Look at what is happening in Kenya. Maybe we need some of that, and that would reduce that would reduce the infiltration of bad thoughts and things that they do. Because children in school hurting other children, bringing weapons to school, doing all manner of things. So if they were to be at school from 8 to 4:30 or 5:30, what would they do? They would run away and leave the school. If they should introduce that in my country, it would be a problem. Even the very parents would have resented it. That it I stand to be challenged. Even the parents they would have resented it. They would because maybe they would have tolerated it if the parents are working. So if they are working and they are going to be home, say 6 o'clock or 5:30 or 5, but they say they go up to 9. Then while they are at work, the children will be at school. That's what I'm saying. But these Kenyans that I realize and the Indians, they are so brilliant. And the few that have been, they have them PhD and all kind of something. And they love study, study, study. Even this one of them in the church, she have a PhD already in teaching mathematics. And she cannot get, she work on whatever now that position is, or she gone to study nursing. So she's going to be so, yeah. You see, that is why I like um I like the life because if people could talk, it would come out. You'll get even more than just. But that's how we have to do it. Yes, Calvo, it is. I don't see it working, and maybe maybe if they were engaged like that, they wouldn't have time to be getting themselves into trouble. Because if you're born in the thing, you're going to and you have to stay in it, and maybe there are penalties too that they could experience. Maybe there are penalties. Boy, Kelvo, I'm sorry I wake you up so early in the morning over there. So Kelvo it's going down to about 6 a.m. for you now. Maybe 5:30 going down to 6. Going up to 6 or so. 5:30. And we are still having just regular nights. Sometimes I wonder if in my country they could introduce, boy, I don't know, to get the children to be more focused on learning. I'm wondering and not become a part of any gangs. But then, Kelvo, back to that thing again. So, would what does the children are provided? Would they be provided with food at the school because they would have to spend so much money to go to the canteen to buy something to eat? They provide them with food. They have a bus that takes them home. I mean, because I imagine after school when they go home, they just want to sleep. That they always look very long though. Look very long. Because me as an adult, me right now, it's hard to work because that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, food is there, even school buses. Whoa, that and I see where the government in Jamaica has been trying to put children to go in the high school to go to 12th grade, and the thing to leave school when they must be 20 or 19. I think it's 20. So I'm wondering, and they're not able to provide buses to take children to their different homes as it will be done. Probably they take them to a distance and they have to walk. But you see, this is all learning. I start to yawn. So they start to yawn because what? They are weary. You can imagine now a child wake up to be at school at 8 o'clock. The child has to be out of bed before 7 because the bus is going to pick them up. The child has to be out of bed by the latest 6:30, and I would say 6. So by 7 o'clock, the child is ready to. The bus may come at maybe 7:15, wherever the distance is, to take them to school. But taking them to school doesn't mean that 8 o'clock the bus is going to come and pick them up. They have to reach school before 8 o'clock. So imagine the child is up out of bed from 6 and is at school until 4:35. Maybe no learning will take place because I was in this. No learning will take place there because if they're at school now between 8 and 2:33, and after lunch time, it's like their brain sign out. The first session after lunch, I'm telling you, fine. If it is mathematics or science or social studies, so far they are going to be alert. But if it's anything to do with language arts, reading, anything like that, they slowly. Oh, so $10,000. I wonder how much would that be in US? How much would it be in US? Because in my country, it is $1 is 100. Oh, you know, $1 is $160, and private school back in Jamaica is pretty expensive. They're supposed to be at 20,000 or more, 15, 20,000 per term. So they work out. Most people work out a plan to pay it by the month. That is why I'm saying that people must not look at Africa as a whole, Kenya and other states too. Even one in Namibia, the that is in dollars. Okay, but now I'm trying to find out $10,000 in US. Well, it varies. The country, although not South Africa, Africa is a rich continent. And you know why I have this love for Africa? I must admit, I believe I read somewhere more than one time that the Garden of Eden was in Africa. That was before it was named Africa then, but it's there. And I read where persons long ago though tried to go there to take pictures, something, or to do some I don't know the term. They try to go there to get information, and what happens? They set a lot of they could not approach because a lot of fierce lions, whatever they couldn't. And I remember some time ago I read where they said the boat, Noah's boat, was found on some. I remember the mount. Is that Mount Ararat? I remember the name of the mount that they said it was on. In Kenya, that's like 1.2 million Kenya shillings. Oh, so your shillings in Kenya. So $10,000 is equal to 1.2 million Kenya shillings. Oh, that means that the US dollar is high over there. Oh, over 10,000 US or 10,000 Jamaican dollars. Let me see. One US dollar is $160. 100 US is roughly 16,000, right? So you can do the maths. Finish the maths. You can do the maths. This school thing is new to me, and that is why I like when people come on the live and we share. Right now, I don't feel like Kelvo, I'm sorry, but I don't want you to feel like I'm pressuring you too much. But right now, you wake me up that I don't even want to sleep. And I don't think that I want to go sleep like that, you know. Okay. Okay, I get it now. Okay, I get it now. Every side we go, the dollars are high. But what can we do? We can't keep it to ourselves. We have to use it. But the school system there seems to be good, man. It seems, but is it working? Is it working? Well, if the government provides buses and food, I think the children and they grow up into it. I think maybe it will work. But if it was left to the parents alone, it would have been hard. It would have been hard. So if they structure now the eating time for them, and then maybe they have different space for them to do different activity. So coming down, they would I think it may work, it may work. They will. They have different, and then at the end of it, maybe that's why persons go to college and still go to get um their PhD. I watched this video from Favor Favor Nurse Favor Nurse wife, and she said in her shots, she said, "My family, I know I don't want you to look up to me no more. I'm tired." And I find it so amusing. We subscribe to each other. I tell her there are so many people around, brilliant people around. And when you tell me this now, because I never really sit down and talk this with the person that I met, but by talking now, it's like you hold me interest that I don't even want to get up, honestly. Because if they provide that for the children, but how many days do they go to school? Would they go to school Monday to Friday, or they go to school 7 days for the week? I think when those children are at school, at the end of school, they are so trained. So even if they are going to be rude or do anything that is not right, they remember the training that they get in school. So after that school level, then they're going to study. And you see, if the government provide all these things, it will work for them. It's a good model. It's a good model. I wish they would have something like that in my country. And at the end of it, they too would have gotten job. Oh, Monday to Friday. Okay. So they allow them to be able to go to church and to do other things. Okay. So, okay. I am so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. And I'm happy to have you guys on the live. And I know it's getting late, but Kelvo, you hold me tonight. I can't even move. I can't even move, honestly. So how do they? What do they do? Lucy Warren's World. Hi, Lucy. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. Welcome to the live. How was your day today? I know it's getting late now, and I know you would have had a wonderful day. But I still have to ask you, and I hope you had a happy Easter too. Hope you had a happy Easter. We're here enjoying the conversation. I don't know if you want to join and say something. What it is so I find it so interesting. I don't even want to move. Happy to have you, Lucy. Yes, Carol. So, what are some of the activities they provide for some of these children? It seems to me that children are paramount importance. What? And this continent is so big. The place is so huge. And it seems as if people buy a lot of land there too, right? They always talk about the land. It's like the land is so, the land has been there and going and going and going, and it's so plenty. So you don't have much. Do you have many mountains there too? Because I don't remember seeing mountains. I'm always seeing they're showing flatlands. Yeah, mountains don't have to be there. Yeah, it's true. Always they show flatlands. But I see the place fertile, man, fertile. But I know everywhere will not be the same. Will not be the same at all. So, ah, so you want us to wrap it up now, or you want us to go a little more? But I don't mind listening, sharing. So it was a wonderful evening. I see we having more persons coming on. Kelvo, I'm sorry for you tonight. You know that I realize, whenever I'm doing a live and I'm about to close off, we always have additional persons, which makes it so interesting. Mount Kenya and Mount, oh yes, Kilimanjaro. Yes, Kilimanjaro. Okay, on one side of Kilimanjaro, they say it's what? The weather pattern is great because it helps with the production of agriculture very well. And the other side is dry, right? Kilimanjaro. It's a huge, huge mountains. Huge, 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 huge. Lucy, okay. Lucy stopped by. It's huge, man. Kenya, Africa is a huge place. You know that I normally get up early in the morning to watch church. When I wake up to watch church services. When it's my 3:30 here or 3 o'clock, church is going on over there. I watch them in Nairobi. Big church, but I don't get to see inside. I see, well, the pulpit where they go up and the choir, them can sing, man. They sing nicely. And they have large choirs. Nairobi Central. I think Nairobi Central is named. It's an Adventist church. All, churches are big and the population. Yes, I remember I read something. So I still, yeah, always dry. On the other side, always, agriculture. Things do well on that side. More water, and they show the rivers and the streams. So I guess something there. Nature does that. You see, I'm a person. I like sociology. I'm a people person, and I would sit here. If you were near, I would be sitting up here until hours talking about Kenya and Africa, trying to rationalize and reason, compare. Yeah. So how close are you to Senegal? How close are you to Senegal? Serengeti. Oh, it's Serengeti, that's Senegal. All right. I'm going to not bore people too much because Auntie D wants to come on tomorrow. But I am so happy that persons bear with us to have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday night. It's been beautiful. I'm happy that Kelvo came on to open our knowledge. And right now, I feel like I would want to visit Kenya. I think so. What I planned that one day. Yes, yes. When I look at it, it is so huge. I don't remember the measurement. I said to myself, the amount of wild animals must be up in that mountain. I don't think anybody has ever gone up there. The mountain is so huge. Yes, and it's far. Looking at it, that's why I say Africa. And you're looking at the map too. Africa is a huge continent. Is it the biggest? I think isn't Africa the biggest continent? It's bigger than Asia, right? Africa, when I look at Africa, sometimes it looks like it's half of the world. When you look at the, I would think, I don't remember clearly, I would think that they say Africa was the largest continent. Asia and Australia are big, and over in Russia too. But, and North America, South America, they are big too, but I somehow think Africa is the largest. Africa, the motherland. So, guys, remember to watch the videos and like and comment, and you can go back and watch the live. Because I know this live, people are going to go back. This live, it's like it wakes me up. But I know it's not this. When I look at it, it's not small. Because I've been looking from I've been going to school. We're doing continents and arrangement. It's not a small place. They try, it's not small. They, 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 they may want to put it small, but it's not small. I believe it is bigger than how it is, but because it is huge, a big place. Because I think it's bigger than most of the others. I think it's the biggest one. But maybe because all of it is not occupied. Because when you look at Australia, it's large, but I still think that Africa is larger. But whichever, I think everything starts from there. Everything. And then it travels. China is big too, you know. But whatever it is, big or small, we are at a point where we have to be grateful and we have to treat Mother Earth good so that it can be around to help us, because until Jesus comes, people must show respect to the earth, the planet Earth. And that's the only way forward, and taking care of our environment so that we can all have clean, nice air to breathe, have nice vegetables and fruits to eat, so that we can all be healthy, right? So, guys, it was nice being here. Africa, the motherland for me. One of these days, but when I'm gonna come one day, I don't know when, but we talk about it, it pulls me. But maybe one day, one never knows. And then, we can see. I think people normally visit too, you know. But I tell you, I would not go to the where they have the wild animals, because I can't run. Too, those animals run so fast. So no matter how I try to run, they're going. And the way I see them all the little deer them. When I see the animals, the lion climb the tree so easily. And when the little deer, they grab the deer. And I was looking at a movie since this week where an elephant beat up 7 lions and beat them with it. Give them solid and wrap them up. Fling them. And that was when I said, no, sir. Lions are so strong. I mean, the elephants. They try to bite the elephant. Does good. You see, elephants, they are wise. And when they make some, and they make some so crying sound. And so more elephant come down. And the elephant taking trunk, you see, and wrap around the lion and squeeze him and flash him. But you see people who go there and do the videos. But I respect them. I don't know how them so brave to go there and do those videos. Make them up. Yes, I will look at giraffes. Giraffes, man, they're long neck. But I'm not good. Giraffes don't trouble people. Some of these elephants, they will turn over the vehicle. Some of them look so, and they run. And when you look at whole heap of them. And this other one too, another bad one I thought was in the water. The hippopotamus. They make trouble too. But you see, with all of what I look at with those animals, God made all of them for a purpose. All of them for a purpose. right? And before that, they were all friendly. And after seeing everybody get bad and beat and kill, if anybody ever see a lion or so walking in my country, man is the fastest. Somebody have to call the police for them to come and get rid of it. Good night. Enough love to you, Roxanne. Good night. Good night. I feel so bad. Roxanne has a couple. Good night. Good night. How are you? Happy Easter to you. Enough love, enough respect. Yeah, I don't know how I could manage being in because I remember going to Black River where they have the crocodiles in the water. Believe you me, I don't know. I almost lie down on the boat, on the floor of the boat, because all my mind tell me that those crocs going to jump up and jump in the boat. Yeah, happy to have you. Ought to be tired, so you better go and get a nap because tomorrow is another day. I was where about to go. Yeah, hippos. Yes, you people have a lot of lakes there, Lake Victoria. So then, tour they use them as tourist attractions because I've seen a lot of tourists who go there, to watch. I guess the concert was great, Ralph. I guess the concert was great with colors. If I was closer, but I am so almost 200 and plus miles away, and so I didn't push to go. But I guess you all had a wonderful time. Okay. Yes, the hippos are there. But what I do know, if they start to occupy the lands that takes in some of the, well, they don't say jungle. But I don't like the word jungle. Jungle sound, you know, rough. Yeah, that's true. I wanted to, but I am way over in Albany. Way over in Albany. So I have no, I would have to have somewhere to stay and the cash flow. So You know, that's why I didn't push out too much. And I don't have anybody down there that I would have to book in. And I remember I went down there to look about my passport when it was to be renewed 2 years ago. 2 years? Yeah, in 2023. And I had to take the train down and take bus, taxi, and then when we get the place, it was so expensive, $400 a night. So, boy, we had to pay it then. It's true. I can imagine. Colors have a way of putting out, but I think we might give some little pieces of it. I can't ask Marlon if he was going to stream, but if they'd stream it, he would make any money. Maybe after, they may do it afterwards. Should have been there and I would have met you, lady. I would have met you. But when we took the train down, to come down to New York City, it's a couple hours from here. And I don't understand my way in with this train thing, so my son would have to come with me to help me out. So I said, boy, I never bother carry through the thought. And then the expense to stay overnight at the place and the food, that's why they send it to give somebody because of contribution. Yeah, I want to check it almost 200 miles. I'm in Albany. Albany. Jamaican in Albany. So, so that's how it goes, my dear. I'm not able to move around the way I would want to. I don't have any friends up here. Well, I have friends at my church, I don't understand the things I'm up here, my love, because me taking Metro North and go. I think that's the one I would take home downtown. My son, he wasn't able to take on because he had to work. So, even though he's not back home from work yet, so, it's kind of tight because I drive back home. I have my license with me even now, but I don't drive up here because it's confusing. I don't want no ticket. And, so when I have to, if he cannot take me, then I take the Uber or the Lyft. And I like the train rides, they are very nice. I drove from Chicago to here already, and I drove from here to downtown, to New York City. But the journey is long. Yes, Kelvo, nice having you. We're gonna run away. I've never done a live so long, but I say, I have to stay on a little bit. So it was nice, and you have to go and get some sleep today. And when I get some sleep, when you come on to later, I have to make sure I'm there. So you're proving to me now that, see, I spent some time with her on her live. So she must make sure when she comes, she know better come and run off. I get the message, Kelvo. I get it. I get it. I know conscience speak louder than voice. And you see, and as I say, I like Saturday nights. I go to church on Saturdays. And I don't know, um, after work, I don't know the working hours when you do the live. I think sometimes the live come on when I'm at work. I don't know. And if you do you do live on a Sunday? Maybe it's gone. Do you do live on a Sunday, Kelvo? Well, I'm going to stay a little longer. I'm not going to run away because when I'm at work, I tend to run off. I do a little peep and do and run. So whatever time I'm not going to say I'm going to stick to Sunday. Anytime, once it comes, because I have the ping on my phone, the notification. So once it comes up, I will be there because you have been very faithful. So you have been very faithful, and you have been a great companion, and you impart so much knowledge tonight that you have my brain ticking because I like agriculture, farming on a whole. I like that. And I always would like to live at a place where there are a lot of land space, where you can have your garden, both flowers garden and vegetable garden, that sort of thing. I like when you produce the things that you need to consume and use. Because I grew up on a little farm. My parents had a little back home in their time. They didn't call it farm, they said grown. Grown. Patois, grown means farm, right? And cane, lot of cane, and grown provision and yam, dashing, cocoa, cassava, breadfruit, banana, planting, soursop trees, orange tree, lime tree, all sort of fruits. So we didn't have to buy much. And my father was also a fisherman. He does fishing as his hobby. So, it's just since when I look at my adult years, I say to myself, is this the way we're going to always buy everything, buy? We had a full coop, so if you need to eat chicken, you go and get to a rooster. And you clean up the rooster, have the rooster ready. So, it's a way. You understand me? You go and catch fish. They don't have to have a lot of go out and so when you look at it now, everything you buy, you want yam, you want vegetable, you want fruits, you have to buy it. We never used to buy those, and we used to waste it too. We waste it. That's how it is. It's a new world, a new way of doing things. When I tell the younger generation about it, they don't believe. They say it was boring those days, and they're glad they weren't around. But I know it was fun. It was really fun. So take care of yourself, guys. Have a very wonderful rest of the Easter Saturday night. And for those who may be going to church, remember the purpose of Easter, although every year it comes at different times, but the real meaning behind Easter. If you focus on that, then it will be worth it. All right, guys. So, see you in my next video, in my next live. Watch the videos and comment and do whatever. and so I can reach my subscriber quote, and I can try. I'm trying to reach my watch hours. Guys, watch the video so your watch hours can go, because I still have some more watches going. So thank you and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday night. And remember, when you're having your live, if you don't inform me, then I won't know. So we have to subscribe and assist each other, right? So love you guys. I'm out.